Hi, welcome everyone to another video on this channel. Today I'm gonna show you some wildcard drafts for GAMEWEEK 20 of Fantasy Premier League, so if you still have your first wildcard, make sure you stay here. Okay guys, so as you can see from the screen, this is my first wildcard draft, so if you still have your first wildcard in hand, make sure you use it this game because it's the last time when you can use it, and if not, you're gonna lose it. But before talking about this team, let's take a look at some of the probable double game mix, right? So as you can see from this screen, this is from Ben Cranley from Twitter. Make sure you follow him if you like this kind of information. I know it's really tough to make plans and strategies when so many games can be still cancelled, but this is all we know so far about double gaming, so we need to try to adjust our strategy to what we know, right? So as you can see with yellow, very likely double game mix between 80 and 100%. So these are the teams who are most likely to have a double game mix in GAMEWEEK 22. As you can see, Leicester, Burnley, Watford, Manchester United, Spurs, Brighton and Liverpool. I think that we should target players from those teams, obviously. So yeah, also you can target players from Leicester, Burnley, Everton, Aston Villa, as you can see, Chelsea, Arsenal, Leeds, Southampton, who have probable double game mix chances 60 between 80%. So still, these are the teams we should target players for this double game mix. But yeah, guys, make sure you pause this video if you want to look at this fixture. But right now, let's see my team. So as you can see, Sanchez and De Gea, my goalkeepers. Obviously, I made this draft because I think that if you still have your first wildcard in hand, you want to maybe use your bench boost in GAMEWEEK 21 and 22. So using your wildcard is a nice strategy always to prepare for a bench boost. So that's why I have two playing goalkeepers, and Sanchez and De Gea obviously are two of the best goalkeepers to have at the moment, right? Maybe you can buy Lloris if you want to. As you can see, I have 0.5 million in the bank. Maybe you have more team value than me, maybe you have less, but I think that if you want to, you can upgrade to Lloris, or if you don't have enough cash, De Gea is just a perfectly good replacement. In defense, Lamptey, Reguilon, Trent, Cancelo and Dalot. As you can see, Lamptey, he kept a clean sheet yesterday, so obviously he's gonna play against Chelsea. Not ideal next gaming, but obviously you don't need to play him every gaming. And in he missed 3 games, as you can see, against Spurs, Chelsea and United. Okay, maybe not the best games for a double gaming, but still it's a double gaming, and Lamptey at that price, honestly, I think that he's one of the best assets in the game. Obviously he's not at some point he's gonna miss one game because maybe he's gonna be rested, but that's for all the players, so I think that Lamptey would be in my wildcard. Reguilon and Son obviously are two of the best assets you can have at the moment, I think. Spurs missed 3 gamings, so they are gonna have some double gamings, and Reguilon at that price is really nice. Davies could be a cheap alternative, but Davies didn't play yesterday, so he's also rotation risk at the moment, and I think that if you have enough cash, Reguilon is just the better option. Trent and Cancelo, I'm not gonna talk too much about them. Obviously Liverpool are gonna have probably a double gaming in GAMEWEEK 22, and if you have players like Trent and Jota, surely you're gonna keep them in your team, right? So also with Cancelo, maybe you have much value in him, like me, and you don't want to get rid of. Obviously Brentford away is nice. Arsenal and Chelsea is not ideal, but we know that City is the best defense in the Premier League. Yeah, they conceded 3 goals against Leicester, but still Cancelo is just an amazing player to have, and after that the games are still amazing. The thing is, City are not gonna have a double gaming, so if you really want to target just players from double gamings, maybe you don't wanna buy Cancelo, and maybe you're gonna make a plan to buy Cancelo later. And Dalot the same. Dalot is a little bit risky because Aaron Wan-Bissaka at some point he's gonna be back in the team. I'm not sure if Aaron Wan-Bissaka is gonna be nailed on that team, but at the moment Dalot played really good for Man United. Let's see if he's gonna play against Newcastle away, but still at that price I think that if he's gonna play, he's just an amazing asset to own for the double game mix. Gallagher, Jota, Madison, Son and Bowen. So I talked about Jota and Son. Bowen the same. He's not so probable to have a double gaming, but the fixtures are still good for West Ham. They missed 1 game against Norwich, and that game need to be rescheduled sometimes, so still Bowen at that price is a good option. He has some chances to have a double gaming, but not as high as someone like Madison, Son or Jota. And Gallagher also the same like Bowen, he's a really nice alternative. Obviously if you want to, you can go for Martinelli, but yeah, Arsenal doesn't have a fixture at the moment, and their double gaming for Arsenal is not gonna be ideal. But yeah, Also Madison, he's an interesting pick. I mean, if you remember the last photo of the double gameweeks from Ben Cranley, Leicester has a big chance of having a double gameweek in gameweek 21 and also in gameweek 22, and the doubles are going to be against Everton, Spurs, Norwich and Burnley, so really nice. I think that Madison could be a nice option at that price, 6.8 millions for 2 double gameweeks. And yeah, I think that he's just great. In attack, as you can see, Ronaldo, King and Calvert-Lewin. Okay, with Calvert-Lewin, we don't know if he's 100% fit to play, but still, if you want to take a little risk with your first wildcard, then maybe you want to get rid of him. I think that he's a nice option. He's gonna have some double gameweeks at some point, but anyway, the fixtures are amazing for Everton, as you can see long term also. Newcastle, Brighton, Norwich, Villa, Newcastle again, Leeds and Southampton. If Calvert-Lewin is gonna be fit, I think that he's the best option from Everton to have. And King the same with Denis. He's in the Nigeria team for AFCON, so I think that Denis is the best option from Watford. He's gonna have a double game week. They missed 3 games against Burnley, Palace and Wolverhampton, as you can see, so I think that he's a nice option. He's on penalties, he's really cheap, and yeah, with Ronaldo, obviously you can go for Kane if you want to, but if you have already Son, maybe you wanna spread the risk a little bit, so Ronaldo is a fine option. Let's see how he's gonna do against Newcastle away, but obviously Manchester United and Ronaldo are gonna have some double game weeks in the future, and he's a nice option, and also he could be a great captaincy option when Salah is gonna go for AFCON. So as you can see, the big problem with this wildcard draft is, as you can see, I don't have Mohamed Salah. That's why I made another wildcard draft if you want to be more safe with Mohamed Salah. So let's see. Okay guys, so as you can see from the screen, this is my second wildcard draft if you still have your first wildcard. So as you can see, in this draft we have Mohamed Salah, and I really agree with you. Maybe you're scared to go without Mohamed Salah, and I really agree with that, because he's gonna play against Leicester away, and we saw how bad Leicester were against Man City, and maybe you're scared because so many people own Salah obviously, and probably they're gonna captain him against Leicester, so it's a big risk. I'm not saying otherwise, because yeah, it is a big risk to go without Mohamed Salah, but there are also pros and cons with Salah or without him. Obviously, with this wildcard draft with Mohamed Salah, you need to decide when you want to get rid of him, because he's gonna play against Leicester. Okay, maybe you want to captain him. After that, against Chelsea away, it's a pretty tough game week, obviously, for anyone. And I think that maybe it's time to get rid of him if you really want to, because after that he's gonna go to African Cup of Nations and he's gonna miss 2 games. These games, Brentford, Crystal Palace, and maybe there is a chance he's gonna miss also against Leicester in gaming 24, but we need to see. So the question with this draft is when you wanna get rid of Mohamed Salah. You can get rid of him before Chelsea or after Chelsea, so that's the thing. As you can see, we have Sanchez and Lloris. As I said before, Sanchez, Lloris, De Gea are perfectly options for goalkeeper spot if you want a bench boost. With this wildcard team, I have 0.3 millions in the bank. Reguilon, Trent, Cancelo and Dalot, same as the first one. Here we have cash. I mean, you can go for target or cash from Aston Villa, but the thing is, they are not gonna play in Game Week 20. Aston Villa versus Leeds was cancelled, but still, long term, Aston Villa have fixtures to be rescheduled with Burnley and Leeds, and they have a possibility to have some double game weeks right in the future. So Brentford, United, Everton, Leeds, Newcastle, Watford, Brighton, Southampton, the fixtures are good long term, and having Aston Villa defender, I think that's a good decision. Yeah, it's up to you if you want to go for cash or target. In midfield, as you can see, we have Tielemans, Jota, Salah, Son and Bowen. Okay, with Jota and Salah, they're gonna play against Leicester, happy days. They're gonna have a double game week in gaming 22. Salah is not gonna be there for that double game week, so that's why I think that you should make a strategy to get rid of him in the next 2 game weeks at least. You have also Son and Bowen. With Tielemans, it's up to you if you prefer Tielemans or Maddison. I think that both of them are pretty good options. Maybe Maddison is a little bit more creative, he's on set pieces, but Tielemans, when Vardy is not playing, and Vardy didn't play against City, I don't know, maybe he was injured, maybe he was just rested, but when Vardy is not playing, Tielemans is on penalties, so that's a pro for Tielemans. But if you want to go for Tielemans instead of Maddison, I think that he is a perfectly good replacement. In attack, as you can see, we have DCL, King and Broja. Obviously, as I said before, with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, if you don't want to go for him, if you don't want to take that risk, you can go for Antonio. He played in the last game week, he scored from the bench, so I think that he's fit to play. So as you can see, Broja, King, Antonio. King, as I said before, he's the best option in my opinion, at least from Watford. Denis is gonna go to African Cup of donation, so I don't think that you should buy him. And Broja, he also has some possibilities to have a double game week. Tottenham, Newcastle, Wolverhampton, City, Spurs, United, the features are not great, but honestly at that price I think that Broja is the best striker in FPL at that price, and he has to be a double reschedule with Brentford at home. So yeah, I think that Broja is perfectly fine. Okay, so now that's the thing. If you wanna go with Mohamed Salah on your first wildcard, then you need to make a plan to remove him, and obviously you can save a transfer in Game Week 21 and make 2 transfer in Game Week 22 if there are gonna be more double game weeks. And let's see what we can do with 2 moves. You can sell Mohamed Salah to someone like, I don't know, Lucas Moura from Spurs. He looked really good yesterday, not gonna lie. And also maybe you want to buy Ronaldo or Harry Kane, it's up to you. Okay, with this draft we have 4 players from Spurs, but it doesn't really matter. You can go for David De Gea if you want to go for Lucas Moura. So yeah, this could be an option to sell Salah to Lucas Moura and Antonio to Ronaldo. Also you can, let's put here back Antonio, here was Salah. You can buy Ronaldo instead of Broja if you want to. You will have less money to play with in your midfield. Instead of Salah you can go for a player for 6.6 million. So let's see who you can get. You can buy a player from Arsenal if you want to, Saka, Smith-Rowe or Martinelli, but they are not gonna have an ideal double gaming, so that's why I don't know if I want to go for them. You can go also for Madison. Okay, you don't have enough money to go for Madison, but yeah, as you can see, Odegaard is a good option. Also Trossard could be an interesting player. He's gonna have some double gamings for sure because Brighton missed so many gamings. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking at the moment. These are the options to go if you want to go for Mohamed Salah, but obviously guys, there is still a long way to go, and with so many games being cancelled we can't really plan too much about what we're gonna do. But I tried to make some wildcard drafts for those people who still have your first wildcard. Maybe still if you want a free hit in this game mix, maybe some players from these wildcard drafts maybe could be really good for you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider leaving a like or subscribe to this channel if you're new around here. It would be really helpful for me and I really appreciate it. And also please let me know about your opinions in the comments down below. See you next time.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.